What's up, everybody? This review, we're taking a look at the G.I. Joe Classified Alvin Breaker Kibby. Now, this is the classified version. I guess the other one was actually a classified version too, but that one came with the motorcycle. And this one is more like the mass device. So pretty cool. Pretty excited to get this one. Glad they changed the look up on them. Not that the other one was bad or anything like that, but going to be pretty cool checking this one out. Here you got this, normal style packaging that we've been seeing. Got the carbon fiber, got the mass device sign. You can see him, his accessories. Artwork on the side, 158. Another picture of him. Got these strikers in the back. I wonder if that's a clue for something in the future. And another look at some of the accessories on him. Other side. Now let's get him open and check him out. Here's Breaker outside of the packaging, and he looks pretty cool. I do like the head sculpt, and I like the color. The color is really what drew me to this figure. I don't know what it is about it, but it is pretty different, but I like it. I like it for some reason. But let's check out some of his accessories. So he comes with this backpack. Just a little communications backpack. It's pretty cool. You got this nice black for the bar, like the support bar on his back, which is really nice. I love that it's a different color than the rest of the pack. You got the antennas, little computer part back here. I like that a lot, especially this part. It's going to be attached to the back. You would think they would just skip that with everything else they do. But the fact that they didn't with this, it stands out, and I do appreciate that. That looks really cool. I do like the sculpt on that also. You got his helmet. You got the comms here. Ear Pro. That nice gray. I'll call it gray, but it's like a bluish gray maybe. The black on there. Really nice. The padding on the inside, the sculpt. And you get this little attachment here. It's going to go from the back of his helmet to the backpack. You get part of the mass device. I believe there's supposed to be 3 of these, if I remember right. Different colors, but it looks good. That part does come off too. So kind of reminds me of like something for Dr. Mindbender. Yeah, pretty cool. This pistol. I love this pistol. Reminds me of like a 2011. I love the slide serrations, the extended mag. I love this suppressor on there. Really nice. Just could have used maybe a little bit of dry brushing in there, but this design, I like it a lot. I don't know if I'll ever get tired of seeing this design, especially if it comes with the suppressor like that. You get this little knife, black handle, silver blade, nice silver, pretty flexible. And then you get another head sculpt of him blowing a bowl, just relaxing. Pretty cool. Like that head sculpt. Like that they went for it. The hair. Yeah, nice paint on the face too. He's like got this tan. Yeah, really nice. And then we got the figure himself. So the figure himself looks really nice. Again, I like this head sculpt. The paint, the skin tone looks really nice. We've seen this armor before with the grunt. You get that flip down screen. It has a really nice blue, that little sticker in there, reflecting. Got Got a slot here for the knife. Plug that in. That gray, sleeves rolled up. Got the different folds, sculpting in there. The pants, the texture. We've seen these before. We've seen all these little parts before. Got the watch with that's a nice sticker on there. It's reflecting. Say, can't tell if that says 1824. I think it says 1824. So really nice. Got his belt here. It's got some silver on it. Slot for the pistol. And I believe for the suppressor right here on this other side too. Really nice. The little joint in here is not black like the top of the shoulder. Would have been nice if it was. Not a huge deal. It would have been cool if they did that. Yeah, I like it. Got the name on there. Even as like a basic body, kind of like the grunt stuff. Maybe I could put like get rid of his name and put like a different helmeted head on there. It would be nice. Call it a day. Another builder with this color scheme. But right now he does stand out with this. I don't know where I'll put him in on the shelf because I have the other one with the bike on there with the main Joes. But yeah, he does look really nice to me. For articulation, his head only goes down about that far. It only looks up about that far. Not much at all. But he's got the cut at the base of the neck. And you can get more motion out of there. And that's pretty okay. Not bad. Butterfly joint. T-pose. Could be a little bit higher, but that's it. Upper bicep cut. Double jointed elbows. Of course, your hinge. Rotation, everything in the wrist. That peg. You've got ab crunch. So with the vest, it goes forward about that far. You got to kind of get the vest over the belt. Going back about that far. A little bit more if you force it. And that vest will kind of sink in. Nice little pops in there. Drop down hips. That goes forward about that far. Really nice. Goes back to neutral. Upper thigh cut. Double jointed knees. Upper boot cut. Hinge, pivot. Everything. And that ankle. And that's it for his articulation. Let's get some accessories on him and see what we could do with them. Here's Breaker holding part of that mask device with his pistol, kind of looking up. I love that they put the vertical hinge on this hand, so you can get some pretty different posing in there. Make his, holding it a little more natural look. Really cool. Let me get this one out. The hands are a little too wide to really hold the knife upside down like that. It's like really, really loose. But try to get you a nice little walking through type thing. It's inside doing some clearing. Very nice. Thought the knife was going to fall out a little bit. It doesn't feel very like it's being held in there really nice. Like the slightest tap might make it fall out. But such a cool pose. Looks good. Yeah, not much to this guy. He doesn't come with any extra hands like that. Only other thing we got is the extra head sculpt. Can't imagine, this guy is staring at you. A bad guy. Blowing bubbles. Of course, that bubble kind of comes way further out where the mic should be. So not sure if you'd use it or not. Probably have it in a more relaxed scenario or something. Or if you can leave this on them. Maybe balance it somehow. But yeah, looks pretty cool though. Surprised he didn't come with like at least one rifle, But a pretty cool Target exclusive. I wasn't sure like how available this guy was going to be, but I did miss the pre-order, but was able to find him in the. Oh no, I got this guy in the pre-order. I got one pre-order. I know a lot of people kind of missed it, and then he was pretty available at the store. But I ended up seeing him at the stores too. So he was pretty out there. Same thing with like that Marvel Legends pack. It's pretty out there too. The Psylocke one. Yeah, this looks cool. Looks nice. Just kind of chilling. No extra hands or anything like that. I do like it. Looks really, really, really nice to me, and I think it's the colors for me. Now here is our new breaker with our first release breaker. And this breaker came with the RAM cycle. So pretty cool. They kind of match with the greens. I wasn't sure if we'd ever get one like in these colors. So it's very cool that we did. Get him off the RAM cycle. And this breaker probably won't look as good on the RAM cycle, but he might look good on like the Night Force. Now that bike might look good for him. So this guy looks a little, I'm not going to say strange in proportions, but he's got like skinnier legs. Like, check that out. And like a bigger upper body due to the vest. But the body does look smaller. Check out some head sculpts. This one did come with the helmet. And that is the head sculpt they gave us for our breaker. Get this head sculpt off. And I don't think it was terrible. I liked it. And I still do. This one is definitely better because they did a better job with like the skin tones. Something about it, I mean, looks good. But this one is not bad at all. They could be considered two different people with how different they look. And I don't know. I like them both. The legs are different. The boots are different. The armor is different. The plates, arms, everything is just pretty much completely different. Height wise, about the same height. This one just seems very like jacked compared to this one. Pretty cool though. The difference between them. Two different style breakers. Even the helmets are like not even close. This one's got the visor versus the new one has no visor, just a regular helmet. The plug in the back. And I don't remember if this one came. I'm pretty sure he probably came with like a pistol, but I don't remember what he came with, honestly. I didn't even have it on him, which is very not like me. So that's going to be it for this review. I think it's a pretty solid um, exclusive, for Target. Um, really cool to get Breaker in these colors. He didn't. He could have came with like some extra hands. That would have been nice. Just a couple extra ones. But here he is next to the first release, and I think he's definitely a improvement. You can see how far they've come from when this one came out a while ago. I think this was like, was he Cobra Island? Might be Cobra Island, which is a while ago. So, man, Cobra Island was a Target exclusive too. So pretty wild that both of them ended up being Target exclusives. But yeah, he looks good. I like the extra head sculpt with the bubble gum, and I do like the accessories it came with. Could have came with a rifle. Could have came with um, you know a little bit of paint here on the shoulders and that joint, and could have came with extra hand, but not really anything too crazy. Like that joint doesn't bother me too much. It's just I noticed it because we're going through it. The extra hand would just help for expressions, different scenarios, and the extra rifle just would have been an extra rifle. But yeah, he looks good. I don't know how I'm gonna display him because I do like this head sculpt too, and I think this one is going to be used more in scenarios than blowing a bubble all the time. But I think maybe I'll use the bubble on him in the display, but just because it'll be a lot of fun. Um, maybe keep the mass device around his feet or something like that. So, but yeah, that's it for this review. I do like the figure. I do have an extra that I'm planning on maybe swapping a different head so it can have a different character with that paint job because I do like that color. Um, just something about it that I really like. That's probably one of my most favorite things. But as always, I hope I helped you out in some way, showing you something that you needed to see before you make a decision, or just helping out as always. So I will catch y'all in the next one. Later.